Hey everyone, Alex here with Rowan Health and Wellness. Today I want to talk about foods that give us energy, that fill us up and make us feel good, and why those are important to try to have more of those in our everyday lives. The mentality is food is medicine. We have a chemical reaction to everything and anything that we put in our bodies. So with that comes kind of the thought of if it's not going to help us, it's going to hinder us. There's not a lot that's neutral and in between. So if we're focusing on the things that we're going to take in that help us, it's good for us to recognize what it is that makes us feel good. And a lot of us over time, we're being told, well, don't eat this and don't eat that and stay away from that and you shouldn't have this. But if we kind of change that mindset a little bit to focusing on what makes us feel good, what makes us feel full, what helps us feel nourished, then there's not a whole lot of room left for us to take in all of that stuff that we're being told we shouldn't eat, which we probably shouldn't. But it's just a little bit of a different way as opposed to the do not mentality. And everybody's very different. So everybody's body reacts slightly different. We're different creatures. Our bodies are made up very different. We've been exposed to different things throughout our lives. So not everybody's body is wired the same way. So it's unfair to say, this is how you should eat, this is how you have to eat. It's very much about the relationship that you have with your own body, but knowing that. Sometimes it takes kind of that effort of sitting down and thinking and feeling how food makes you feel and function. So this is something you guys can do at home. It's a 4-day energy challenge. Specifically, the 4-day energy challenge likes to focus on our proteins. It gives you a chance to kind of run through the different possibilities and at the end of it, see how you feel and how it's impacting you. So day 1, you can also download this in the email link that's there, or you can write it out yourself. So day 1, you have your 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you're going to look at, for breakfast, no protein at all. Right after, how do you feel? Is your energy up? Is your energy low? And then 2 hours later, because sometimes with sugar intake and things like that, 2 hours later, how do you feel? Do you feel good? Do you feel like your energy is up, or is it low? Lunch, have a protein. Either an animal or a plant protein, and that goes to your own preference and tastes. And again, immediately, how do you feel? Energy up or down? And then 2 hours later, how is your energy at that point? Dinner, again, no protein. So you start to recognize that if you eat proteins in the morning, does this impact how much energy you have throughout your mornings or not? And again, everybody's different. I'm not saying everyone should follow a certain way. This is for you to explore, so you have this information for you. The next day, breakfast, animal or plant protein, how do you feel? Lunch, no protein. Dinner, animal or plant protein, how do you feel? Again, you have the opportunities to see through the day, so it's not protein every meal, every day. It gives you kind of that chance to see if what works for you. And then day 3. Now day 3, this is about finding out if it's animal proteins that kind of agree with you best, plant proteins, or you might be a combination. In the morning, you might feel like you digest plant proteins better, but later in the day, animal proteins are good for you. Again, just going back, helping you out with, getting to know your body and how your body is going to be able to optimize. If you feel good with what you're eating, you're not going to have those cravings for those things that we tell you shouldn't eat in between. It's really kind of quick. It's really kind of fun. Everybody in the house can do it. If you're at work, you can get other coworkers to do it. Swap some recipes, make something of it. See how you really feel. Again, right after you eat and 2 hours after you eat. Along those lines, so again, talking about self-awareness of how food impacts you. A lot of people will come to me and talk to me about food allergies. I eat something and I'm not too sure what it is and I just don't feel great after it. Or, after you eat proteins, are you kind of gassy or not? Well, again, if you're eating under stress and you're not paying attention to the signals your body's sending you, you might not even recognize that these foods are causing havoc on your body until something more serious happens. So for 7 days, 1 week, write down what you eat, when you eat, and what your energy feels like. Again, right at the beginning, and a few hours later. Do you get cravings? What are you craving? When are you craving? And then look back. What did you eat, or is it certain times of the day? Do you feel like you need something sweet after dinner? Even though you're full, you're still craving something sweet. All of this starts to tell what's going on in your body without going for all of those extensive tests sometimes. It starts to give you an idea and a practitioner an idea of what might be going on in your body, the actual organisms in your gut. So, for instance, if you have a yeast overgrowth in your gut, you're going to crave sugar. Regardless if you're full or not, you are going to want sugar. If you have a craving for chocolate all the time and you feel great right after chocolate, you might actually have a dopamine deficit. Again, that was me. If you're really thirsty, even though you've just finished drinking half a liter of water, again, these are all things that start to tell, but sometimes you don't pick up on them unless you're looking for them. So this is kind of the challenge, and the recommendation that I leave to you on this one is find out how your body reacts to the foods that you're eating. Play around with it. Some foods you might know, I can't have grapefruit. I feel like garbage after grapefruit. Okay, but what other citrus fruits may be that you're eating? Do you have a reaction just not as strong to? Just to get to know your body, self-awareness, what's going on. And all of that, if you come to work with a functional medicine practitioner like myself or anyone else, having this information already ready to go is a huge leap for us to start helping you on your journey of health. That's it for today. I'm going to leave you with that. Again, the attachments are the email, so download those so you can follow along and do the 4-day challenge. Share this with anybody you think might have an interest or would benefit from it. And again, I wish you health and happiness. Thanks, guys.